Good afternoon, students. So, I mostly welcome you in a virtual class. We have finished our first chapter. So, with a feedback of some of the viewers in last class, the first number questions in the last of the class I said about the corrections of magnesium should be there for that is barium. I have written BeCl2, okay, in first question. Then in last of the visual, I make it clear that it is not a Ba but it is MgCl2. So it is due to some of the confusions on it. So you correct that one of that questions number 1. Now let us start a new chapter. I think you are enjoying study of chemistry, and it may be somewhat differ for the others. So as far as possible, I am trying to make you much easier in chemistry, so that you will first attempt chemistry in your exam, then only other means physics and biology. So if you will concentrate on it, I think you will do very well. Okay. So chemical reactions. So this is the backbones of the chemistry. You must know that this is the backbone of the chemistry, and along with the periodic table. So in class 9, I think you have studied about the valency and electronic configurations. And if you are not going through it, the same topic, chemical equations and chemical reactions, is going on of class 9. You can take a feedback from there, from Bhairava televisions, it is going on. So you can take the feedback from there about the electronic configurations and valency, and I try to add it here also, so that it will make you somewhat easier for studying these chemical reactions. Let us start. What is chemical reactions? How we define the chemical reactions? So chemical and reactions, there is two parts. Reacting means acting, means doing something. Chemical means they are chemically doing something. That is called as the chemical reaction, or we can say that it is a process in which one or two chemicals are combined or displaced, or we can say that it is a process in which one or two chemicals act and transform it into the another form. It transform into the another form. We can take the example of means magnesium oxide. So this is magnesium is earth alkali metal, and it is present in the crust as oxide form. So when we heat this one, what happened? When we heat this one, what happened? It changed into magnesium and oxygens. Okay, we will study in detail. Now magnesium oxide is been changed into two forms. It liberates oxygen and magnesium. Now it is in the same chemical composition? No, because metal and oxygens are been separated. So what we are saying that chemical reactions is the process of transformations of one set of chemical substance to another. Okay. Again, once again I will say, it is the process of transformation. Transformations means changing of one set of chemical. This is one set of chemical. It changes into the two set, another set, that is magnesium and oxygen. So that is called as the chemical reactions. So we can write the example MgO plus gives magnesium plus oxygen. Okay. Now comes to the next one, chemical equations. So if we say if we say that what happens when magnesium react with oxygen, and you will write that when magnesium react with oxygen, it will form magnesium oxide. It is a long form, descriptive. So, how much you can describe, and it is very difficult to, by knowing the descriptions, that what are the changes and what are the formations are been taking inside, or how much amount of magnesium is been used, how much atoms of oxygen is been participates in reactions, and how much amount is been formed, that is unknown to us. Therefore, a equation is been made, a mathematical means symbolic representations is been made, so that it will denotes all the what formulas and the amounts of the molecules or the atoms that participates in chemical reactions. So, that is the symbolic representations of chemical reactions. Simply we can say that it is the symbolic representations of chemical reactions that involve what? The use of formula. What formula? That means the molecular formula and symbols. Okay, molecular formula and symbol. Let us take one example. Methane. Methane, when react with, that is oxygen. Okay, methane react with, molecule of methane react with oxygen. So, what is the amount of carbon here? Carbon, atomic number. Atomic number, what is the atomic number of carbon? 12. Okay. How many carbon are there? 1. Then hydrogen, atomic number 1. How many hydrogen are there? 4. So, what it denotes here? It denotes that 12 plus 16. That means the atomic number or the atomic mass is 16. So, in this way we can see, by seeing this one oxygen molecule, how much atomic number? 8. 8 into 2, how much? How much? 8 into 2, 16. And when they react, what it will be form? When they react, carbon, the carbon monoxide plus water. Okay, it is with the, I simply means explain you. Carbon how much? 12. Oxygen how much? That is 8. Yes. Then hydrogen 1 into 2 plus 8. Suppose we are not balancing. So, chemical equations, what it show? It show the amount of molecules participates in the chemical reaction, and it also show, it is the simple example I am showing you. We will go to the detail afterwards. In chemical reactions we will study the mole and molecules, what are the participants. So, what I try to explain you is that it show the symbol that which elements or the atoms are been participating. Yes, carbon and hydrogen forms methane. Okay. So, methane consists of carbon and hydrogen. Oxygen is also participating in chemical reaction. To what it form? Carbon monoxides and water is been formed. So, it show the equation, symbolic representation is there. Yes, it also use the molecular formula over there. It is diatomic, that is why it is written as O2. Then it show that what are the reactants. These are called as the left side which is been present, or the this side which is been present, they are called as reactant. Those who participates in chemical reactions are called as reactants, and those which is produced are called as product. So, chemical equation what is so? It show the symbolic representations of the chemical reactions and also the formula and symbol of chemical reaction, that is called as the chemical equations. I think you have understand what I try to say. Okay, that is, it is the symbolic representations of the means chemical reactions, as well as it also use the molecular formula for the representation and also the symbol, and also show which one is reactant and which one is product. So, in a good sense we can say that chemical equations directly show the all the informations regarding that chemical reactions. Okay, chemical equations show all the means informations regarding the chemical reactions. Now comes to the next one is the chemical equations, and again we are writing that balanced chemical equations. So, what is balanced chemical equations? Balance means to balance. What we will balance? The mass or the molecules of the atoms. Okay. So, balanced chemical reactions means, if we say we have done, this is the easier form, so it will make you easy to understand. We have given MgO when heated. Okay, it gives what? Magnesium plus oxygen. We said like that. Now you see that how many means atoms is been there of oxygens? 1, magnesium 1, here 1 and here 2, because they are diatomic. So, it is 2. So, the amount of oxygens is balanced? No. If we written here like this, then it will be balanced chemical equations. So, the amount of reactants is equal to the amount of product. The amount of reactants is equals to the amount, not the case amount. Okay, it is the molecules is or atoms are equals to the product, reactant and product, then that is called as the chemical balanced chemical equations. Okay, we can try a lot. We will study one by one. Now it is, you must remember that if there are 12 carbon in reactant, there must be 12 carbon in product. That is the chemical equations or balanced chemical equation. The product of carbon must be equals to the product of carbon reactants. Okay, that is called as the chemical balanced chemical reactions. Now, how we can say that what are the observations, what are the changes that take place during the chemical reactions? What are the changes that take place? How we can say that what changes take place during the chemical reactions? When chemical reactions occur, there are some different observations is been seen among the surrounding or within the means chemical reactants. Okay, within that chemical reactants. For example, what are the changes? The states, physical states or the chemical states, we can say that. What happen when carbon dioxide is been means changed or it is been defreeze? Defreeze. Then what happened? Minus 79 degrees Celsius. What happened? It will change into dry ice. So, what is carbon dioxide? It is gas. Yes, it is gas. When it is been defreeze or it is been means we freeze it or we when we cool it down, then what happen? It changes into solid form, that we call as the dry ice. So, that means that the chemical changes take place which change them what into, which change them into from what? From gas to solid form. Another example, when we electrolyze water, what happen? This is what? Liquid form. When we electrolyze water, what happen? It will change into hydrogen and oxygen gases. So, it changed the state. Water is liquid, but hydrogen is gas, oxygen is gas, and they are similar in properties. They are similar in properties? No, they are different in property. Again we combine, then it forms water. So, chemical reactions make the change in the state. Okay, change in the state. Number 2, change in the color of the substance also. There are lots of the example are been there. During the acid and basic test, you may do the experiment during the class 9 about the methyl orange and phenolphthaleins to test the acidic and basic nature, or you can see the litmus paper. So, when we drop the litmus paper, it changes into red or blue in color. So, that means that due to the acidic nature and the basic nature, the color of the litmus paper changes. So, due to the chemical change, there may be the color of the substance may be changes. We can have the lots of the example over here. Then the next one, the change in temperature. So, change in temperature also take place due to the chemical reaction. There are two types of changes in temperature, that is exothermic and endothermic. You gone through in class 9. Exothermic means that liberates out the heat when the chemical reactions take place, and when endothermic means they absorb the heat from outside, means that is the endothermic reactions. That then the next one, evolutions of heat. You take one sodium metals, then drop it down into water. What happen? It will burns out. The water will be heated. It will burst out. So, that is also changes. Okay. Then the next one is the evolutions of gases. When we take the chemical reactions, their gas is also liberate out. Then the next one is the evolutions of light and sound. So, how we can absorb that the chemical reactions is going on? How we can see that, or how we will be view that the chemical reaction is going on? By seeing the nature of the nature what is going on. Like if it change the state, the chemical change is going on. If the substance change its color, we can say that the chemical change take place. If the temperature is been changes, then also we can say that the change chemical change is going on. Then the other one, when the heat is evolved or absorbed, that also we can say that something or some chemical changes is been going on. And the evolutions of gases is also like it is the stage of chemical changes. And light and sound, pop sound you have studied. Okay, pop sound, to absorb the oxygen, liberates out of oxygen is forms in the laboratory or not, we are saying that one. Or burning of magnesium ribbon is the experiment in gases we have done. So, these are the some of the observations of the chemical reaction. By observing this, we can say that chemical reactions is going on or not. Now, the another part, one is the part is the catalyst. So, what is catalyst? What is catalyst then? Catalysts are those substance. Catalysts are those substance which change the rate of chemical reactions. Which change the rate of chemical reactions. Which change the rate means what? The time for the chemical reaction. What happen? It increase or decrease the rate of chemical reactions. How and why? Why it is necessary? Sometime what happen when the chemical reactions take place, we have to do a large amount of chemical reactions within a short period of time. But normally if we will do, it will take lots of the time. So, there are some of the substance are been present, which when inserted or which are dropped in the chemical reaction, they increase or decrease the rate of reactions. So, that in a particular time we can get the product. Okay. So, catalyst is those substance which are increase the rate of chemical reactions or decrease the rate of chemical reaction, but they have the particular properties that they are not participates in chemical reactions. Or we can say that if we say not participates, then it may be wrong concept, but we can say that it will not change its amount. Means it is not consumed by itself, or we can say that. Means catalysts are those substances which change the rate of chemical reactions without consuming itself. We can say that one, without consuming itself. It means that they are participants in chemical reaction, but they are not what? They are not increase or decrease the amount. If we will say like zinc plus H2SO4, if manganese is being used, suppose it is only the certain example, it is shown here. So, it only participates, it increase the rate or decrease the rate of reaction, but there will be no of the product. For example, ZnSO4 plus H2. So, there is no any Mn is been written. It is simple example. Okay. So, that is the catalyst, means it's only help to change the rate of reaction, but do not consume itself, or it is not participates directly. Okay. So, what is catalyst now? Catalysts are those substances which change the rate of chemical reactions, that increase or decrease the rate of chemical reaction, but or without consuming itself, or without itself being consumed, without itself being consumed, that is called as the catalyst. Now comes to the next one is, what are the conditions necessary for the chemical reactions? Till now what is we have written? Chemical reactions are those reactions which means react with one or two substance to form or transform into another substance. Number one. Number two, chemical equations. These are the symbolic representations of the chemical substance with molecular formulas. Okay. Then the chemical equations. What is balanced chemical equation? Then balanced chemical equations are the equations which has the which show the what? The amount of reactants and products equals. Then the next one is the observations of chemical nature. How we can observe that the chemical reactions is going on? By observing the states of chemical substance. Another one, by seeing the color of chemicals, means changes that take place. Another one, by observing the temperature that increase or decrease during the reactions. Then another one is what? Yes, change in color of the reactions and produce of lights and sound. By seeing that, we can say that chemical reactions is going on or not. So, next topic we have studied about the catalyst. So, what is catalyst then? Catalysts are those substances which change the rate of chemical reaction, that increase or decrease the rate of chemical reactions without itself being consumed. Without itself being consumed. Then the next one is the more conditions. What are the conditions required for chemical reactions? Number one, heat. heat is necessary. For example, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, is heated. What it changes? Calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So, heat is necessary to change the chemical reactions. Then the next one is so it is seen like delta. Okay. By seeing that, we can say that the chemical reactions take place in the presence of heat. Then the another one, pressure. Pressure we will write like this, atmospheric pressure. Like for the preparations of ammonia, okay, N2 plus H2 and H3. I am not balancing the chemical equation. The atmospheric pressure is needed along with heat. Then catalyst is also there. Then the next one, state sorry state of chemical reactions. In chemical reactions, you may see that it is written as L, G or AQ. You may see like this in chemical reactions, like for example, CaCO3. It means what? S means solid, liquid, gas and aqueous. So, if it may be written in reactants and product both, okay, and most now S means solid, means the reactants which is participates in chemical reactions is solid form, it is liquid form, it is gas form, and aqueous means they are dissolved in water. Okay. When the substance is dissolved in water, then it is called as aqueous. So, by seeing the symbol also, you should know that it is gas, liquid or solid or aqueous. Then in product, I am only showing that what are the things you will see in chemical reaction, then only we will go to the main chemical equations. In product, you may be seen like this. In reactants also, it is upward arrow are been noted. So, what it denotes? What it denotes? In class 9 also, you may study it in class 8 also, it denotes gases. Okay. It means that the product which is been formed is gas. You may find that O2 like this, H2 like this. Okay. Then another one, you may see that the arrow are downwards. Then what is it? Downward means precipitations. Okay. Precipitate. So, what it means precipitate means? Precipitate means the residue which is present after the reactions. For example, when we dissolve colors, okay, the color, when we make a color for coloring your house, then what happened? There are some of the solid remain downwards. That is called as residue in our language, and in chemical reactions we say that precipitates. Okay, that is types of solid forms. Okay, so it is when the downward arrow is been there, then we will say that it is precipitate. Then the next one, the reactions are shown 3 types. Number, it is shown arrow like that. It is reactant and product. Product means that is been produced, newly produced substance. Reactant means those chemicals that are participates in chemical reaction. So, you will see arrow like this. There are 3 types of arrow like this, and another one it is like this. So, why it is written like this? What are the reason that it is written like this? So, it also give us the informations. Now, what is information is been given? If it is written only like this, then it say that it's indicate forward reaction. Forward reactions. Okay, it indicate forward reaction like MgO gives what? Mg plus O2, forward reactions. Then these two errors are been there, one is here and another one is here. Then what is so? It's so reversible reaction. Reversible means the product can be again changed into reactants. Okay, but here it will not change. Like a burning of wood into ash is the forward reactions. It will never change. It is not changes. Then the reversible reactions means what we will do? We crystallize, means that is electrolyze the water, and again it will change into H2 plus O2, and again we can, if we will again supply the electrics or the other parts, then we can again change into water. Okay. So, a gas, water can be changed into hydrogen and oxygen gas, and again oxygen and hydrogen can be changed into water. That is called as the what? That is reversible reaction. I am giving the simple examples in your level so that you can understand. So, what is forward reactions? That's once it is been changed, it cannot be back into the reactants. Okay, and reversible reaction means it can again change into the original form. Then another one, equilibrium reactions. Equally. So, there means the amount will not change. It is a reversible reaction, but the reactants and the product amounts will not be changed. So, these are the indications that you will find in chemical reaction that is necessary for you. So, tomorrow we are going to study the types of chemical reactions. Before that, you need to know about the diatomic particles. Diatomic particles. So, what are the diatomic particles? Can you say? You have studied in class 9 during the valency. Diatomic, triatomic, or sorry, tetraatomic, okay, particles. Like I study, I bring cookies for new house. So, sorry saying some of the sentence in chemistry. So, what it means? I means iodine, it is diatomic. B means bromine, diatomic. C means carbon, diatomic. F means fluorine, diatomic. N means nitrogen, diatomic, and H means hydrogen, diatomic. These are the diatomic particles. During the chemical reaction, we cannot write like this. We can write Mg like this singly. It is monoatomic, okay, single atoms. But in while writing oxygen, you cannot write like this. It should be written molecules of oxygen because they are not stable in monoatomic way. So, you study this one. So, it will be easier. You bring cookies for a new house. So, iodine, bromine, chlorine, fluorine, nitrogen and hydrogens are the diatomic particles. So, by giving this one, today we will stop till here. So, you go through, once you go to your class 9 books and see about the valency and the another thing, then we will tomorrow we will start the types of chemical reactions. So, thank you to all of you for your comments and views and everything. Thank you.